So let's go into round one, see what happens between the two, and go from there. But for me, right now, I'm going to say Sijara Eubanks takes the win by decision. So next up, we were supposed to have Belal Muhammad and Diego Lima. That fight got canceled because Belal Muhammad tested positive for COVID. So to take its place, we got Anthony Pettis versus Alex Morono. Pettis does take this fight on short notice. He's also going back on the news that we were talking about earlier that I wanted to mention about Pettis. His social media, he released that he has started a new MMA management company called the Showtime Group. So look into that, because I think that might play a little factor into what's going on here. Pettis does have 8 wins by knockout, 9 by submission. Alex has 5 wins by knockout, 6 by submission. So both of these guys can end this early. Pettis, though, he's fought the better competition in the past in comparison to Morono, but he's also been beat by the best. Pettis probably thinks he's got the easy win here. And some might think that Morono kind of needs to beat some better level competition before he works his way up to somebody as skilled as Anthony Pettis. And, as I mentioned, Pettis does have the experience with the top tier fighters in the UFC. And I really want to know what his plans are, because his brother just took off to Bellator. Now Anthony releases that he's, opening a management company called Showtime Group. How much actual involvement does Anthony have in this group? And then is he kind of trying to work his way out of fighting and being more... Oh, my dog just sneezed. Is he trying to work his way out of fighting and more into the management and business side of things? If that's the case, then how seriously is he taking this fight? And Pettis does have the slightly better stand-up game. That's mainly due to the fact that he's pretty quick and accurate in his shots. But to be quite honest, people could be sleeping on Morono. A lot of people have Pettis to win this fight. I think it's going to end early regardless who wins. If the odds are wide enough, I would pick Morono. Like, why not? I think he's got a good chance to beat Pettis. I don't know where Anthony Pettis' mindset is. And to be quite honest, a lot of people might be dodging Morono, thinking that he's not as skilled as Pettis. But man, these two wouldn't be fighting if it wasn't going to be a competitive fight. And I do agree that Anthony probably took this fight thinking he would win, like it's a clear win for him, and he does have the upper hand. Maybe he does, because he's fought better fighters and he's been there, done that. But don't count somebody who's working their way up out. We've seen a fight. Look what Kevin Holland did last week, right? A lot of people had Jacare win that fight. Look at Charles Oliveira. I mean, mind you, Oliveira has been in the game for quite some time too. But these guys come up, they work their way up, and there's always a transition. And, Anthony Pettis hasn't been at the very top of the top, for a little bit. Not a hot minute, but a little bit. So for that fact, I'm going to go with Morono. And if the odds are wide enough, I would bet Morono. But yeah, Morono, let's just say by knockout. I think both of these guys have enough knockouts and subs under their belts that one of these guys is going to get knocked out or submitted. So I'm going to say Morono by knockout.